Hi YouTube. I'm looking a little rough right now because I haven't slept and I am currently in a very, very deep emotional process, and basically I had caused a lot of pain and suffering on someone that I deeply cared about and loved. And it came very suddenly because I just wasn't expecting things to turn out this way. But as I reflect on the situation, I've come to realize that it was my fault, and I had single-handedly created this whole experience. And with that comes very, very deep regret and tons of guilt and sadness, mostly guilt. And I've been trying to work with these emotions. This happened yesterday, or 2 days ago at night, so it's only been a day. But I had some insights this morning that I wanted to share, just in case anyone else is in the same situation and comes across this video. So I feel like guilt is one of the most difficult emotions to deal with because it's a kind of self-hatred and a feeling of I don't deserve anything, and I am just the worst being to ever exist in the universe. And it's difficult to feel that, especially for me, because I have a wound, a trauma of not feeling good enough, and there's this spiritual ego that tells me, like, yeah, you should have done better. Like, how can you do that to someone? How could you do what you did? Just basically attacking myself from every angle. And this morning I just sat with it, like, I'm willing to just be with the feeling and see what is behind it. What is it? Why is it there? There has to be a lesson, and there has to be a reason for feeling this type of pain. And the answer I got was, this feeling that I'm feeling right now is the learning. Without experiencing this immense pain, maybe I would be tempted to make the same decisions, because it doesn't register in my mind the degree, the magnitude of the impact that my actions could have on other people. And with this experience, I have vowed to myself to always consider the impact my actions can have on others, and always act out of the highest integrity and love. And for me, as I reflect on the reason why that even happened, I think it comes down to not being honest with myself about how is it that I really feel, and then just selfishness. And acting out of my own selfishness and a lack of consideration for the other people involved, and also a lack of boundaries. But I think the core of all of that is this lack that I have, that I'm trying to fill with external things, whether it's validation or connection with people or, you know, things of that sort. It's like, if I have that in me, it's almost like a very hungry person is sitting in front of a plate of food and it's just like so tempting to go for it. And so now I realize, like, I don't want to act from lack anymore. I need to find that true sense of fulfillment within, so that I don't need validation. I don't need men. I don't need anything external in order for me to feel okay, because I have that within. And then as I dove deeper into the core of that desire to fill my lack, I realized that the essence of it is very pure. My intention is never to hurt someone, anyone. My intention was to bring love to myself, to have good feelings and experiences for myself. It's expressed in a very immature and twisted way, but the core essence of it is just this pure desire to make myself happy and make myself fulfilled, because that's the kind of program that I'm running in my mind. And when I recognized that, it was much easier to forgive myself first and foremost, and to hold that guilt and tell myself that it's okay. I understand. There is no judgment, and I accept you. I see you, and it's okay. And this guilt, this pain that I feel right now is also an expression of love. I am in so much pain and hurting so much because I care. Because there's love involved for the people that I've hurt. And not just this one person, but everyone that I've hurt in my past with my lack of consideration. Guilt is good. It shows that I care. It shows how much I love, how much love that I have, and how deeply and sincerely sorry I am. So I'm grateful for the guilt, I'm grateful for the pain, I'm grateful for the sadness, because it's teaching me such a profound lesson. And I just feel this determination within me to change. Like, from the bottom of my being, I feel like this is what I needed to shift out of that pattern completely. And I am so determined, so motivated, and so committed to become the person that doesn't hurt people, that only brings love and healing to other people. And in the context of a relationship, be completely devoted and committed and honest with strong boundaries. And that's the kind of person that I've always wanted to embody. And it's time to become her now. I think I'm gonna take a very long time off of romantic relationships and dating and just really be with myself. I really need this time that I haven't had in a while. And in retrospect, I think being in this relationship was premature, because I obviously haven't dealt with all my shadows and cleared my patterns, which is why things happen the way that they did, and now everything just fell apart. But at the same time, it feels like it was so karmic, like it was meant to happen, because what happened was so surprising for me. And it's like, how, why? It almost seems like I was under some kind of spell, and that just had to happen in order for this whole thing to unfold. And I'm sure there's lessons on both sides. For me, it's all of this that I'm going through, and for the other person, this is what makes me feel really, really bad too. But I think this whole thing relates to their insecurities, and it's just like it hits right there at the soft spot. So it's like a tower moment where the pain just takes you to the rock bottom, and it just cracks you open in a way that nothing else can, and from there you can heal. I'm going to try and meet him in an inner space to help him heal and help him process through asking him if it's okay to join together in a healing space and help him process and have a heart-to-heart with his soul. I asked my teacher Avalon, and she said that would really help him. And he is very angry at me, which I understand. And I keep ruminating on the words that he says to me and just feeling so hurt by it. But I think that's a part of what I have to deal with, is that when I'm being honest and laying out the truth, I have to be ready for the response that I get. And they're entitled to any reactions that they have, and there's nothing that I can do about it. I can't expect closure. I can't expect forgiveness. And that will be another layer of the reflections that I will have, is how do I deal with this negative energy from the other person? How do I come to peace with that and still love them even if they hate me? So it's Monday right now. I'm gonna start work in a bit, and I'm really dreading it because work's been insane and I haven't been doing that well. So it just feels like everything is hitting me at once right now. Also on my period, also eclipse tomorrow. So it's fucking chaotic in my life right now. But I think if you're going through a similar thing, just take it one step at a time. Don't think too far out. Just make it through this 5 minutes, the next 5 minutes, and if emotions come, let it, cry, be with it, and just do what you can to take care of yourself. I haven't eaten anything at all, and I don't know if I will today. I'll see how I feel, but I'm trying my best to take care of myself in other ways. But if you're going through this, I completely understand how it's like. You're not alone, and you're not a terrible person. You just have shadows, and everyone have shadows, and you make mistakes. What's important is that you have the courage to face the consequences, and you're sincere in wanting to change, and you learn all the lessons that this is bringing you so that you could evolve to a higher version of yourself. And remember that everything happens for your evolution. You called in this experience for a reason, and you can do it. You will come out the other side. I love you, and see you in another video.